Hi guys, I'm back with another daily exercise routine. This was day 10 of me actually recording. So I think that's a nice milestone for me to reach. So the next milestone will be day 30. So getting right into it. I saw this on an Instagram video and I'm trying to activate the muscles that is basically around my spine area through different contractions in in my upper body. It is actually quite difficult to get the feeling where I want it to be because you don't want to pull with your back too much. It's very difficult to explain what I'm actually doing as I actually don't even have an idea myself. So therefore afterwards I just went to do some cat-cows instead and try and get a maximum out of that. Afterwards I went to do some of these twists just to loosen up my back and my spine even more. And doing these are extremely important, but I can do these a bit better. I know there's a motion that you have where the hand that is on the far side would then slide over your chest and slide all the way down your arm and then basically touch your other hand and then slide back and then you open. But here I'm also just doing like static and dynamic holds, as I do think it helps me to loosen up a bit more, as this day wasn't really that much of heavy exercising. And then doing that to just loosen up the glutes as well. Then I've started with some foam rolling. So due to my back having a problem, as I'm very arched over the entire day due to my work, this definitely has been helping me to basically get my spine back to where it should be. And yeah, it's about a 10-minute a day routine that I have now doing this foam rolling. Of course, in this video, this roller can go a little bit lower as well. And it can be holding it there or even doing reps like this. This is the proper placement, I think. And it definitely is very good to get a proper stretch out of it. So here, of course, it's good to have holds like this. I would recommend anything from a minute to 2 minutes, depends on how comfortable you are. There's one thing that you have to focus on as well, and that is keeping your core tight. Because if you do not keep your core tight and you just arch as well through your lower back, you are getting a lot of compression in your spine, and that can hurt if you do it a little bit too much. I made that mistake at the beginning when I tried to fix it, and I did it completely wrong. Here you can also get a bigger stretch if you place your head a bit more horizontal like I did there. So if the top of your head is touching the mat, there's a good stretch. However, if your head is tilted a bit more horizontally, you'll get a much better stretch in your back. So just try it out if you have a similar problem like I have. But I felt that this has been an amazing improvement for me. Then I wanted to do some ab work today, as it's something that I really neglect. I do think my core is okay due to me doing other heavy lifts and so on, like deadlifts and squats and benching and so on. However, I don't actually exercise my abdominals or the muscles that one actually see in the core region that often. So I'm trying here just to shorten that range between my chest and my hips, and that is really enough to get a good ab workout. Of course, do a couple of sets of this and breathe out as you contract. And then I went over to do a couple of these sets per leg where I am focusing on my hip flexors, as a stronger hip flexor would allow me to not have a very bad pelvic tilt. So currently I do think my pelvic tilt is too much, and I want to flatten it out. So at the moment I have an arch in my lower back, which then causes my bum to stand out a bit more and my lower back to be arched too much. So now I'm trying to fix that by bringing my bum down and having my lower back in a horizontal position, and by stiffening, or not stiffening, but strengthening the hip flexors can definitely help with that problem that I'm having. So trying a bunch of different things to get to where I want to be. And yeah, as I said, just focusing on some ab work today and some other smaller things that I neglect. Here, just hanging leg raises. This was already very difficult for me. I think just around 10 reps each time it's really difficult. And because I haven't been doing this in a long time, my grip when doing this is also suffering. So I definitely need straps or like CrossFit grips to help with the grip, so that the grip is not the one that fails me, but rather the ab work itself. So yeah, I just did all of this, and I would actually like to, when I have days like this, have a much better plan. Have more weights added to it, even if it's just like a small weight or a band that helps to move better, and it's not just using momentum to move. But I think this was all in all a good session for me, as it was lots of things that I've usually neglected. So yeah, that's it for this one, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.